Time to do a little more experimenting. I'm not expecting a lot out of this session. It'll be pretty quick. I'm just going to try a couple of things on this board I prepared. So we're still in the experiment phase. We'll try a couple of colors and stains on this to see what it does to this red. First up, and easiest to try out, is this wood stain that I used on parts of this. Just see what that does. That and wipe it off right away. Okay, so it needs some time to set up. Okay, we'll let that part dry a little bit. Okay. Oh, look at that, it's running off. See, I don't think this is going to take real good. But we'll see what happens if I let that dry. Now the tricky part, mixing up some colors. And what do I want to do? Yes. Okay, what I want to get is this color. But that color is actually two colors, or a gradient of colors going from orange to a darker orange. So that's what I'm trying to go for here. So I'm going to start with some orange. We'll throw in a little burnt sienna and see what that does. Too bright, so we need it darker. I don't know, the hue looks about right. Squeeze a little more out of there. Still too bright though. Huh. Did I put some black in there? Let's see. What's the complement of orange? Okay, that's going brownish. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, I'm going to take a wash of that. Okay, now we want this as a glaze, so we want this thin. Okay, a little too thin. A little thicker. This. Okay, we'll let those dry up and then take a look at them. A few minutes later, I actually decided I'm going to try one more thing. I Googled a red scale. Show me a color scale of red. Okay, I got this. And I tried a couple of these different ones, blew them up and looked at them, and I kept coming up with the same red to go with this. So what I'm going to try to do, this is the one right here, that goes with this, I think, as close as I can tell. And that's lighter than what I've got here. So what I'm going to try to do is mix up that red, which is a tone of red, or I don't know what the hell you call it anymore. But it's going to be white. Okay, we'll put up a little white. Okay, and we'll put a little red in there and see if I can get to that red to go with this. That's the problem, is making it go with this. Now let's see what we got here. Show you what we're looking for. Is this red right here, which I'm far, far, far from. We'll take that, and we'll clean our knife off, and then just go with this. See, I'm not getting the brightness that has. Of course, that has a light behind it. Okay, yeah. Huh. You know what, when I get to the lightness I want, it's kind of looking like a washed out red. It's not that bright red. The color still looks like that, but the brightness. It doesn't look like red anymore. It looks like dark pink. Yes, that's definitely dark pink. Huh. I wonder if they're mixing that with blue. Let's take one more shot here. No, that's kind of darkened it. Oh! No, I just tried white. It didn't work. I don't know. How do you do that? Oh well. Okay, well, end of that experiment. I don't know. I got no idea where to go with this. Okay, well, we'll look at these later when they dry up. Oh, let's see what happens with the stain. Okay, the stain hasn't actually dried. I can wipe it off. I'll wipe it off lightly. Leave some pigment behind. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to buy a tube of light red. I don't know. Okay, that's it for this go-round. I'm out of ideas. This has been setting up for a while, and I'm not sure if the light's going to show it right now because the reflection and the camera play tricks with it, and some of this is pretty subtle. But you can see the different areas I've stained. I'll go over the whole board. That's where I put the wood stain on it and partially wiped some of it. This is what I initially wiped. That's still damp. And this I wiped after it dried for a while. So it's, yeah, not much effect there. There's the pink I did. Here's where I went over with some blue over the red. And a couple of washes in here, but didn't really do anything. But then I went with solid orange over it down here, this last little area. I just went with a pure orange. I dabbed it right onto there and then just spread it out. And surprisingly, delightfully actually, that's a little better than that. So just painting solid orange over it. I'm not sure if the colors on the camera and on the computer change, but trust me, this where I've gone over it with a solid orange, this bit here is working better with that than this is. It's still not quite right though. And you see this is a more muted tone. I gotta work that out. God, there's something not right here.